Hello, my name is Reese Cassiran Brennan, and this is my demo for 3D Graphics Coursework 2. Okay, so I'll start off by mentioning the Skybox, which you can see in the top of the game scene. So it's spinning just in a circle. It's set at quite a low speed, which I've set in the code that you'll see in a second. Simple controls. The controls to shoot the ball is a simple spacebar tap, so that's the ball moving there. Also, there's directional movement as well, so the arrow keys are used to determine the direction in which the ball is shot. So if I hit the up arrow key 3 times and the left arrow key 3 times and hit space, you can see that it goes off in a little diagonal direction there. And also the same applies for the right. As you can see there, it's going off to the right in a directional angle. I also have a camera movement that follows the ball, so that's done by a shortcut by pressing the F key. So as you can see there, it's focused on the ball there. If I now shoot the ball, you can see that the camera follows the ball and it will just pretty much go on forever. There is a right click menu as well, which is used to toggle the camera movement on and off. Okay, so it's time for the code. So we'll start off with the defines here. So these defines, they're just simply just including all of my textures. Underneath I have my globals here that are referenced throughout my code, and this also includes a texture list here that is also included above. So these numbers here that are defined by image 0, 1, 2, etc. They're all referenced into this little list here. Okay, underneath I have some lighting presets as well as their positions and directions, and also lighting color values there as well. Next I have some ball variables here. So these are basically just my right click menus set to false, so it means that when the game starts it's actually hidden, so you have to press the right click to see the menu itself. Underneath that we have the draw texture quad function. So this is used to create a quad that is used to hold my textures inside so that basically you can see them. And it's also the same for the other two underneath. So we have a draw textured surface, which does the surface, and a surface with no tiling there as well. Underneath that one, we have the draw football function, which, as you can tell by the function title, it simply just draws the football with the texture there. Underneath we have the Skybox things here. So we have the first part, which is declaring like the size of the skybox itself, and then underneath we have the skybox texture coordinates, which are in here. Sorry, let me show you the they're all the same in there for the size of the skybox. Oops. Texture coordinates here, and lighting normals in here as well. Underneath I have my draw skybox function. Again, same with the draw football function before. It simply just draws the skybox and applies the texture. Underneath we have the render scene function. So basically what this includes, it includes all my texture values such as size, position, etc. And it's basically mapping all the images in the list that you saw earlier. So I'm using my defines there, and I'm basically just setting the textures. Up here I also have the skybox position, the rotation as well, and the speed, of which you could have seen that it was rotating before, so I've set it to 0.05 there, and simply just drawn the skybox. Underneath that I've included the blend function, which enables me to include images with transparent backgrounds. This works only for textures specified after this, because it does it in order and it reads whatever comes first. After that, I have my if statement for my camera. So basically, this is saying that if not move camera, so if the camera's not moving, then it's basically just setting itself where it's been set up to be, and then if it isn't, what's happening there is it's looking at and following the ball at all times. After this, I have a little if statement for my is kick, which is pretty much my space bar. So it's basically saying if it's kicked, then it changes the velocity and the speed of the ball. Okay, after that, so these again I mentioned are size and position for every one of my textures. As you can see, I've commented which one is which. So let's go to the next bit. So it's drawing the football there, solving buffers. Then we have our next function, which is the void movement function. So basically this just includes the direction in which the ball will be shot, as well as the speed of the ball that it will travel in a certain direction. After that, we have the void keyboard function, which literally just, as you can see here, so it includes the spacebar and the Z key. If those are pressed, then the ball is shot, as well as the F key that I showed you in the demo to follow the ball. Okay, after that we have the void setup RC function. This is just essentially initialization for my textures and my lighting. Okay, after that we should have a process menu function here. Yeah, so this process menu function is literally just holding values for my right click menu. So then if it's clicked, then do this, do that, etc. Void change size. So this here is to do with the aspect ratio of the game scene. So that basically if the window of the game scene is stretched, it doesn't stretch everything out, it just equally resizes everything, so it doesn't look sort of stretched on one axis and then not stretched on another axis, which I can show you now as well. So it just follows the aspect ratio of the game. Okay, and then after this I simply have my main, which sets up all my functions to get called back. Okay, and that is my coursework. Thank you for watching.